Don't waste it, don't waste it, don't waste it.
You can always get more scotch.
I wasn't talking about the liquor. What do you say we go somewhere that has a bigger play area, huh?
Name it.
The Sunrise Beach Hotel.
I'll meet you there in 10 minutes, baby.
Don't lose your ambiance.
This is Marianne Kinsey. Fine, sweetheart. I'm leaving now. Good night, Nan.
Ma'am, are you okay?
Oh, yes, I think so. What about him?
I'll check.
I don't know what happened. He was driving so fast, almost as if he was trying to hit me. Is he all right?
No, ma'am. Don't look, ma'am. Don't look. I think he's dead.
Oh, my God. I killed my husband.
Oh, get some of these people out of here?
Yeah, you got it, sir. Folks, you're gonna have to step back.
You ever wonder what it is with all these looky-loos?
Oh, you mean, what's the turn on?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's one of those thank God it's not me things.
Yeah. You know, you always see the good in people.
I thought this was about looky-loos.
It is. It is. I mean, I just think they're sickos that get off and watching carnage.
Well, I can see how they wanted that on the 6 o'clock news.
Yeah, well, it is better to watch the game at the stadium than it is on TV.
What, are you saying you agree with them?
No. Don't turn this around. How'd you ever miss going to law school? Okay. Here are the skid marks from his car going down the road over there.
There's no skid marks from the wife's car.
Maybe she didn't have time before the collision.
Sergeant, this is what we pulled out of the car. Can I get you to sign for it?
Yeah. Make sure I get a copy on that pain analysis, okay?
You got it.
Thank you.
Thanks. So when did the MEU estimate the time of death?
Around 9:45. Alcohol level was 1.8.
Well, let's take a look at this stuff. It's Christmas, Cassy. This is for you.
Let's see.
Well, 2 hours before the victim got his ticket for a burnt-out headlight, no mention of him being blitzed.
Well, I should have stopped by the repair shop instead of the, whoa, bar. Tom, take a look at this.
Whoa. Hey, take a look at this bank transfer.
We really appreciate you coming down here like this, Mrs. Kinsey.
You sure I can't get your coffee?
Thank you, no.
Listen, we just have a few more questions to ask you.
There's something I'd like to clear up first. What I said to the road worker.
About how it looked as though your husband was trying to hit you.
Yes. I'd like to retract that if I could. When I said that, I didn't know that it...
That he was in the car?
Yes.
Well, why would that change how it looked?
Please, Sergeant. I've just accidentally killed my own husband. I'm gonna have enough difficulty talking about that. I don't need any further complications.
Well, the problem with that is it's already part of the record.
We're not planning on making this public.
It just seemed like... It sounds insane, but it looked like the car accelerated just before it hit. It must have been the shock of seeing those headlights coming at me.
Wait, both headlights?
What?
Did you say you saw two headlights coming at you?
I don't know. It all happened so fast.
Does your husband do any business in Illinois?
No. He's an architect. All his work is local.
What about you? Do you do any banking in Illinois?
No. Why are you asking me all these questions?
Marion?
Oh, thank God you're here.
I'm so sorry I came as soon as I heard. Excuse me, you would be...
Alan McGrath.
My brother. We're just about finished.
Good. I'll drive you home.
I'd like to do something about the way I look.
Yeah, it's down the hall, second door on the left.
Thank you.
How well did you know her husband?
Well enough to know the world's a better place without him.
How so?
He was an abuser. He abused alcohol. He abused his marriage vows. I can't prove it, but I'm sure he abused Marion a few times.
I take it you're not delivering the eulogy.
And don't get me wrong. I didn't wish my sister widowhood. When she's done grieving, she'll realize how well rid of him she is.
And what makes you think that he hit her?
Oh, I'd go over there at night. She'd be wearing dark glasses and makeup. It's not Marion.
So you had no idea that she'd press charges?
No. But if she had, I would have killed him myself. You don't think this is anything other than an accident, do you?
No. No, we're just dotting and crossing.
You know, I really want to get her out of here. So if you have any other questions that I can answer, Please, give me a call.
Like hell, we don't think there's anything more here.
Yeah, but why should we tell him?
She did say headlights, plural.
Mm-hmm. But if he was trying to hit her, why was it his car that left skid marks? On the other hand. Here's the accident scene. Here's Kinsey's house.
Mm-hmm.
He drives past the exit to his house, 2 miles further north.
Because he knew his wife was on her way home.
Maybe he thought he would run into her.
In the biblical sense.
Ryan, St. John. The Kinsey guy had a daughter.
Yeah?
She's got to be notified.
Oh, come on, Harry.
She lives with her mother, Kinsey's ex-wife. Go. Notify.
Hands down, this is the worst part of the job.
Yeah, what's the alternative?
You know, they should have a special unit that does just nothing but this.
Like what? Singing telegrams? Violets are blue, roses are red. Sorry to tell you, but your loved one is dead. No, I still think your standard opening is the best.
Yeah, right. Oh, Ms. Whatever your name is, we've got some bad news about your ex-husband.
Good.
Excuse me?
Good. World's a better place without him.
So you weren't on exactly friendly terms with him?
No terms at all. I never heard from him. Neither did Charlene.
Is that your daughter?
Mm-hmm. The word your being singular, you see, Dennis never expressed the slightest interest in her, either monetarily or emotionally. So what happened? Wrap his car around a telephone pole?
More or less.
Was there a woman in the car with him?
Is that what broke up your marriage?
Yeah. Yeah. That and the drinking and the abuse, verbal and otherwise, and on and on and on and on and on. Wait a second. You guys said you're from homicide. Was he murdered?
Well, we're just trying to get all the facts concerning the accident.
If it was an accident, you mean?
Was he paying you alimony?
None.
Child support?
When I could threaten it out of him.
There are laws.
And there are also lawyers, and his were a lot better than mine. I mean, it's not just me, it's the way he ran his business, too.
We thought he was an architect.
Oh, that was just a sideline. His main profession was screwing people over, and he was pretty good at it, too. Trust me. I have the divorce agreement to prove it.
Mom?
Charlene, sweetie, these police officers have some bad news for you.
Oh, it's awful to say, but I was relieved when the daughter started to cry.
See? There's some good in every person thing again.
I can't help it. It's just the way I am.
Yeah, well, you know what I think? Dennis Kinsey's gonna test that theory real good.
So what do you think? Potential customers?
I don't think architects make cold calls. Hey, just for fun, why don't you run their names through the computer?
Yeah, just for fun.
Sergeant Ryan?
Yeah.
I'm Gail Whitaker with Hamner Insurance.
Oh, thanks. This is my partner, Sergeant St. John.
I'm the claims adjuster on the Kinsey accident.
Yeah, we're just putting that together.
Do you have any indication it might be something other than accidental?
No, not really. It's a little early to say. Why do you ask?
Well, a couple months ago, Mr. Kinsey sent us a check to enhance his wife's life insurance policy.
How much enhancing did he do?
Double to $500,000.
And of course, there's a double indemnity clause.
Of course. While he was at it, he upped his own policy. We're gonna hold off a few days on making any payments. Would you keep me abreast of any situation?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you. Keep her abreast.
Don't.
Oh, please.
Well.
What?
The 4 names? All of them were convicted of vehicular homicide.
Coincidence? I think not.
And none of them served more than 3 months.
So we got a guy here that nobody likes who just upped the insurance on his wife's life.
And transfers money to an out-of-state bank, shoves a wad of cash into his briefcase.
Why do the lyrics from Bad to the Bone keep running through my head?
Ryan, St. John. How about bringing me up to speed on that car accident?
I'm on my way in, Harry.
Why don't you call the courthouse, find out if the guy really did this research.
I'm all over it.
So, he figured to kill her, serve his time, and walk out a rich man.
$300,000 a month at an hourly rate. It's not bad.
Yeah, still, there's a lot of blank spaces that gotta be filled in.
Well, Harry, we're on it. Of course, it will be the first time I ever busted a corpse for attempted murder.
At least we don't have to worry about the DA screwing up the prosecution.
Okay. Thank you.
Hey.
Hey, so they checked at the courthouse. Someone named Kinsey did check out the articles. Thing of it is, it was Mary and Kinsey. So how many does this make?
11. Just our luck. This guy gets a citation in an area with 5 bars per block.
Why did they do it? I mean, why did they put so many bars so close together?
So the drunks can bar hop when they're driving.
Civic-minded devils.
Yeah, I remember him. I served him last night.
You got a good memory.
Oh, he was easy. Sit in a back booth with a good-looking brunette. The way it looked, the two of them were trying to swallow each other. I had to ask them to leave.
They were pretty out of it.
Not really. The way their faces were locked together, it didn't leave them much time to drink. But it was embarrassing the other customers. It's not like this is some kind of X-rated porno place. I mean, it's just a friendly neighborhood bar.
You remember when he left?
Must have been 8:30, 8:45, around in there.
You think you'd recognize the brunette if you saw her again?
Not sure. Mostly what I saw was the back of their heads. He'd go get himself into some kind of trouble?
He went and got himself dead. Car crash.
Hey, I got receipts for his drinks. I mean, he got blasted. It didn't happen here. I mean...
We know. It's a friendly neighborhood bar. Thank you for your time. So, if he's telling the truth about Kinsey being in decent shape, that means that he would have been bombed somewhere between 8:45 and 9:30.
He's a little old for a chug-a-lug, don't you think?
No, well, I don't think that's a habit you lose with age.
What about the woman?
I don't know. Maybe he got drunk, couldn't perform. She split.
This call she'll ever make.
So you remember giving this guy a ticket?
Oh, absolutely. He's nice looking, mid-30s. So, how long have you guys been in homicide?
10 years?
Yeah.
Oh, geez. You must have gotten in when you were my age.
No, not quite. So when you stopped Kinsey, was he weaving? Did you smell alcohol on his breath?
No, nothing. And I breathalyze people at the drop of a hat, and this guy, he didn't give me any reason to. Ryan, wait, weren't you the primary on the Zimmerman case?
Yeah, it was.
That was really cool. I mean, the way you figured out the way the victim bought it. And...
Well, actually, Sergeant St. John figured that out, but well, the two of us were working the case together then.
Like we're trying to work on this one.
Right. Yeah, I get it.
Did he seem disoriented? Like maybe he'd taken some kind of prescription drug?
No, he was totally lucid. So, how'd you start out?
Well, I started out in a patrol car and moved up to robbery.
So, you think that's a good, jumping off point?
Yeah, as good as any, yeah. Oh, right.
Right.
Okay, so, was there anything unusual you noticed about Mr. Kinsey?
Only the way he took the ticket.
Did he bitch about it?
No, not at all. He just asked me if I could write it up as fast as possible, like he was in a rush. Anything more, ma'am? No, that'll do it. You think maybe I could drop by sometime and ask you some questions?
Yeah, sure. Anytime. Thanks. See ya. She's a nice kid.
Ma'am? That is the first time a cop has ever called me ma'am.
So what?
So? I thought you had to be at least 50 before somebody calls you ma'am.
No. After 30, you're fair game.
Oh, now you tell me.
Come on, ma'am.
Ma'am. Oh. It's not funny.
You're telling me that my daughter gets nothing?
Dennis made me first beneficiary. Charlene was named second. So I'm afraid she's going to have to wait for her inheritance. And for my sake, I hope that's a very long time.
You talked him into that, didn't you?
I didn't talk him into anything.
Oh, you're gonna tell me that it was his idea to leave his daughter nothing?
He never discussed it with me.
Oh, yeah, I find that hard to believe.
I find it hard to believe that we haven't even buried him, and all you can talk about is money.
Yeah, well, money's like the right to vote. It only matters if you haven't got it.
My father loved me. He'd take care of me before he'd worry about you.
I know you're probably still in shock, so I'm gonna try and be understanding with you.
Hey, where do you get off patronizing my daughter?
Fine. You want some straight talk? Here's some straight talk. How many times have you seen your father in the last 2 years? You can't count them on 2 hands. And who can blame him? With all the makeup she wears, she looks like a streetwalker. He was probably embarrassed to be seen with you.
I intend to see my daughter taken care of, or I promise you, you'll regret it. Let's go.
The kid hit me.
I saw. Evidently, she has her father's genes. Pity the poor man who marries her.
Pity the poor women who married her father.
Yeah? Okay. All right, thank you. So, a woman who works with Marion Kinsey said she got a call from her husband that night and she left right away.
Not according to this phone bill. The only call he made that night was to his home.
Maybe used a public phone.
He had a cell phone.
How about we go ask her? You think the rental's hers?
Well, the Porsche wasn't in any condition to drive.
She must have been one strong-willed lady. You know how hard it is to let your lungs fill up with water without coming up for air?
I'll take your word on that one.
Any signs of trauma?
Not so far. Not even a trace of a print. I checked the head and the neck, and the autopsy will tell us more. Any ideas or reasons why she might have killed herself?
Well, we think she might have murdered her husband.
Oh.
You got a TOD?
That's going to be vague. The warm water throws it off. Same with the liver temp. Call you after the autopsy.
Thanks.
Don't tell me you believe any of this.
At the moment, I've got no reason not to.
She kills her husband, then commits suicide.
It's not unheard of, Cass.
And you're gonna tell me that she gets dressed up to drown herself in the bathtub?
Maybe she's modest.
Oh, yeah, right.
There's a towel missing.
There's her husband's towel.
Yeah, but the question is, where is hers? Well, maybe the housekeeper just put one in here.
No way, you don't put out just one.
Why not?
It's just not done. Could you have your people check the area and see if you can find a towel with monogram MK on it? Thanks.
Ryan.
Yes, Harry.
No, well, we've already done that once. I know we're the primaries, but... Yeah, Well, you're damn right I'm upset about it, but...
Let me guess. He wants us to notify the brother.
That's right. And imagine how he's gonna take it.
I can't stand it.
Oh! Where did you learn to do that?
In Thailand.
The Golden Triangle?
In a manner of speaking.
Oh, no.
Let the housekeeper get it.
She's on vacation. Oh, I gotta get that.
Hurry back. The meter's running.
Tell me about it.
Can we come in? I'm afraid we have some bad news.
My parents died when I was 15. Marion was 11. We moved in with relatives, but I raised her. Actually, we raised each other. She was the only person in my life that I really, really cared about. I'm sorry. Can I get you some coffee? Something stronger?
No, we're fine.
I think I'll have something stronger.
Mr. McGrath, how would you describe your sister's behavior in the last few days?
You mean before the accident?
Yes.
She was distracted would be the right word. We talked every day. Last week she was rushing to get off the phone.
You sound depressed or worried?
Depressed? No. Worried isn't right. More like preoccupied. Like she was planning a party and wanted everything to be perfect. She certainly didn't sound suicidal, if that's what you're getting at. Wait a minute. Are you saying you don't think it's a suicide?
Well, right now we don't have a reason to think otherwise.
Unless you can tell us something else.
No. What would I have to tell you? The only person who might have thought of killing her is already dead.
Her husband.
Exactly.
Well, we've ruled him out as a suspect.
Alan, are you coming back to bed?
In a minute.
All right, I'm waiting.
Mrs. McGrath?
Not very likely. Look, do you have a card in case I think of anything?
We'll let ourselves out.
Thanks for your cooperation. We gotta talk to Harry. There's gotta be somebody else that can deliver the bad news.
Like who?
I don't know, the chaplain. He's trained for that, isn't he?
No, he's trained to help us cope with our problems.
Well, I'm having a problem. This is my problem. My way of coping is to send him to deliver the bad news. Let's get out of here. Get the prints off the Cadillac?
Prints? Yeah, we got prints. About 20 different sets.
Would you run him through NCIC?
Yeah, Sergeant, that's what we do with prints. We got Zip. Only match we could find was to his wife, and won't let us take that off the corpse.
What about civilian channels?
I don't follow.
The Department of Motor Vehicles, Armed Forces, anybody that takes prints is a matter of course.
That'll take a while.
Well, maybe you'll get lucky.
I'd like that. What's with her?
You know what you said about getting lucky? You just did.
I don't follow.
You're still talking baritone.
Last guy made a crack like that singing in the soprano section of the choir.
So what I've got is water in her lungs, death by drowning. Time of death between 5 and 9 p.m. Traces of Valium in her system, which isn't unusual in cases like this.
You calling it suicide?
I can't find a reason not to.
You're gonna have to.
Cassie, I can't find what isn't there.
It's there, damn it.
Hey. He's not the bad guy.
No. The real bad guy's out there thinking that he's pulling one over on us, that he's smarter than we are, and he's not.
Well, at the moment, I'm afraid he is.
No, Sterling, I'm not gonna buy that.
Hey, Cass. This is no time to get obsessive on me.
Well, now's as good a time as any.
Yeah, I've been over this body 3 times.
What's this?
It's a scrape.
Well, that's what it is.
Yeah. Like this one.
Yeah, sort of.
It's a pinch. You know how when you catch your skin in the zipper? Well, the only difference is her mark doesn't have blood in it.
Because it was zipped up after she was dead.
Uh-huh. Enough Valium to substantiate a lack of resistance?
Probably.
And enough for a woman to have held her down?
Yeah.
So the killer held her down by her shoulders so the clavicle wouldn't be broken. How am I doing? From an obsessive standpoint, I mean.
You knew she was this strong when you married her?
Yeah, pretty much.
I admire your courage.
So Marion was working with somebody.
The woman in the car with her husband.
After the husband left, the woman makes a call to Marion.
She leaves the office just in time to run into her husband on that curb in the road.
Oh, you're right about the prints, Sergeant.
What do you got?
Well, full set, right and left. Kicked out on a gun registration. A woman named Gail Whitaker. Recognize the name?
We sure do. Thanks. So you don't deny being with Dennis Kinsey the night he was killed?
Why should I? I was trying to close a deal on his policy.
It's not the way the bartender described what was going on.
Look, Sergeant, I've been selling insurance for a very long time. I do what I have to do to close, a lot of which isn't in a sales manual. It's not like I had a gun on him.
How well did you know his wife?
We'd met a couple times.
That's all?
That's all.
We'll ask you one more time.
You can ask me 100 more, you still get the same answer. What's the point?
The point is that Marion Kinsey killed her husband.
And she had an accomplice.
Someone tipped her off when Dennis Kinsey left that bar.
So she could time her drive to intercept him.
And we think that someone was you. What possible reason would I have for doing that?
To split the insurance policy on Dennis Kinsey?
I told you he'd taken out a policy on her.
Yeah, but what you didn't tell us is if she took out additional insurance on him.
No, not that I know of.
So you wouldn't mind if we double-checked your record?
Yes, I would mind a great deal. Have you asked Marion about this?
We can't. She was killed last night.
Killed?
Spare us the performance.
What the hell does that mean?
It means that we think that you got scared she was going to talk, and so you killed her.
No, I was out with my friends last night. I didn't even get home until really late, and there is no way that you're gonna pin a murder on me.
We got your prints off the phone at the bar. We know that you tipped off Marion Kinsey when Dennis left that bar, and that makes you an accessory to murder. That's what we're gonna pin on you.
So, you got the lady to cop to accessory.
Yeah, she and the wife took out a huge policy on Dennis, and they were going to split the proceeds.
But she denies killing the wife.
And her alibi checks out.
So I guess we can close out the husband's death.
But we're still open on the wife.
Well, you got 2 big insurance policies, right? So who are the beneficiaries?
The husband's daughter on his, and only the dead husband's on his wife's.
The wife's policy was meant as a red herring. Never occurred to anyone to put a second beneficiary on. And being as the wife took them both off as part of the setup.
So you got Zippo for a motive.
Uh-huh.
Well, guys, sure beats the hell out of me.
Thanks for your input.
Oh, sure, that's why I'm here.
That's the right question.
About the beneficiaries?
Yeah.
Okay, we got mom and daughter. How do you want to go at them?
Separately.
Meet back here and compare notes?
Done and done.
Hi, Charlene. Do you remember me?
Yeah, you're the cop.
It's nice to know I made an impression.
What are you doing here?
I just need to ask you a couple of questions.
Why? Is Mary making a big deal about the fact that I slapped her?
No. Marion's dead.
No kidding?
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
Maybe there is a God.
No, seriously.
That was seriously.
Where were you yesterday evening between 5 and 9?
Home.
Alone?
With my mother.
I was there last night, all evening.
With your daughter.
Mm-hmm. She was upstairs studying.
So the two of you are each other's alibis?
Oh, come on, Sergeant. Are you suggesting that she and I decided to kill Marion, like some sort of mom-daughter activity?
What we're suggesting is that you knew that she was the beneficiary of your ex-husband's insurance. If anything happened to his wife.
Oh, well, that never occurred to me.
She would also get the estate, whatever that was worth.
Look, officer, I tried everything that I could to get my daughter financial security after the divorce.
Yeah, but you failed.
Yes, I failed. And then I committed myself to raising Charlene by myself, which I've done, and which I take a lot of pride in. My point being, I wouldn't have killed Marion to get his money any more than I would have killed him.
So you believe the kid?
Yeah, you believe the mom?
Yeah.
Which leaves us with the brother.
No other reason than the process of elimination.
Yep.
Somebody's here.
Hey! Open it. Go to the front.
Okay.
Go to the front.
I'll take the driveway.
You're under arrest. For what? For ruining my slacks!
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. What were you doing in the house?
Just taking what that deadbeat owes me.
Who?
McGrath. He owes me $2 grand. For what? His car, that fancy Cadillac. They're about to repo any minute now.
So what, are you telling us he's broke?
Flattered and roadkill under a semi. Guy owes money all over town.
I really think I should have my lawyer present.
You want a lawyer? Call a lawyer.
Minute he's in the room, we don't deal.
There's nothing to deal about.
Really? What about this?
That's supposed to mean something?
It's from your sister's bathroom.
We found it in a dumpster a few blocks from our house.
Like I said, that's supposed to mean something?
And we found these wrapped up in the towel.
Marvin. Hi, it's Alan. I'm at home. Yeah, I've got a couple of detectives here that are questioning me about Marion's murder, and I thought, I know exactly. Yeah, but I still think you should be here if I'm going to answer any of their questions. All right, fine. See you in a bit. So much for dealing.
He really does think he's smarter than we are.
And he's not.
I'm sorry, is this designed to get me to start talking? Because I think that's a waste of time.
I don't care whether you talk or not, we got you. Question is whether you make it easy or hard.
Now, we would prefer it easy. I'm sure the DA would, too. You cop, make a confession. They work out some long-term sentence, and you don't have to worry about getting fried.
What the hell is your choice?
I'm sorry. Does this really work with suspects? I mean, do they blanch in the face of your wrath and fall crying to the floor, confessing their guilt to the heavens?
I don't recall any of them falling to the floor.
A lot of blanching, though, definitely.
Yeah.
In fact, I bet you $10 I can make him blanch.
I don't know. He's pretty good.
$10.
What the hell? You're on.
Great. You see, you stumbled into the perfect setup. Your sister was planning on knocking off her husband.
And the insurance agent was the accomplice. So you figured if Marion shows up dead, we'd either call it a suicide.
Or figured the insurance agent did it.
Either way, you end up free and clear.
But my motive would be...
Remember, no talking unless you have a lawyer present.
Sorry.
And we know you weren't on the insurance policy because we checked with Marion's lawyer.
But your name was on the will as the sole inheritor to her entire trust fund.
Which was still worth a hell of a lot of money. $2 million to be exact.
$2 million. That's exactly the amount that you went through over 2 years.
And you can prove that?
Remember, no talking unless your lawyer's present, right?
See, what happened here was you drowned her, you dried her off, and you dressed her.
Because you didn't want the police to find her body naked.
Which was real considerate of you.
Yes.
But you should have burnt the gloves. You thought that you didn't need to, because if we went to dust for prints, we'd smear them.
But what you didn't realize is that we can cover the gloves in super glue and get a print off them, which is enough to nail you for murder one. That's a blanch.
Sergeant St. John,
Yeah?
I want to apologize for what I said before. I know it was wrong.
And you understand why?
Yes,
Because you shouldn't speak to a woman that way, right?
especially an elder.
An elder.
I think you should go now.
But I'm not done.
Oh, no, you're done. Go. Yeah, go now. I'm proud of your control.
Yeah. Paragon of self-restraint.
Grace under pressure.
I'm just a role model for those who'd follow in my footsteps. Excuse me, ma'am? Ma'am?